toxic masculinity.
Let's move on to the question and answer segment. How about that?
Catch me outside. How
Catch
about
me
that?
outside. How about that?
Okay, Frank James.
Frank James.
Not requiring ID for vote devalues the vote.
It does. Well, it doesn't just devalue it. It reduces the assurance that people have that the vote was fair. Right? People are less convinced that the vote was fair. It's less transparent. It's not less transparent, but it's less. There's less certainty. There's less certainty in America about the validity of the election if you don't have voter ID. Just create a sense of fairness in America by an issue. I mean, it doesn't make any sense not to. But anyway, keep reading. Anything else? Any other interesting comments or questions?
No other questions.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was we went a little bit long today, but should we just end it here, or?
I think we have to, because it's been 82 minutes live.
Well, we have more people on now than ever. Oh, hold on. Not requiring ID for vote devalues the vote. That was Frank James. Yeah, you've already read that. We have more people on now than ever before. So, if anybody else has a question or a comment, write
My
at
question just stopped.
toxic masculinity, and your questions just stopped.
Yeah. No, there is a Bigfoot.
Oh, Otaku Magnet has a very good suggestion. She goes, I have a solution. She or he. It's probably a he, actually. I don't know. Sorry, dude. I don't know what Otaku Magnet is. I have a solution. Waive all fees to obtain state IDs. I think that's great. Everybody gets a free state ID. I actually think that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's good.
If you require an ID to vote, ID should be free. Love it.
Another super chat.
Otaku Magnet, man or woman? You may be a genius.
Jeffrey Adams. I always catch you at the end. Did Putin challenge Biden to a debate?
No, they just both called each other murderers, which was the weakest. Okay, first of all, everybody knows Putin's a murderer. Okay, that's not even a question. And Biden, calling it takes one to know one. I mean, there was just such a weak back and forth. There is no look. Trump didn't have a bunch of help from the Russians to win the first election. There was no they weren't in bed together. Trump wasn't controlled by the Russians. None of that was true. So the Democrats are just pretending. It's all political theater. That's what we said earlier. And I think it's true. Jesus is God says, thank you for the show. Well, thank you for watching the show. Jesus is God. She really needs to change her tagline or her handle on here, because Jesus is God may be true, but it's a weird thing to say as somebody's name. It's very strange. Let's see here.
Jeff Beal? Beal,
Beal, maybe? Beal?
Beal.
Yep.
How do you feel about Trump saying he might not run if that bill passes for mass mail-in votes?
I think that is that's very telling as to how rigged an election would become. If it's so rigged that a Republican...
What if we will just not run anyone from the Republican side? Like, whatever.
Then the Democrats would just stay in power. I mean, we've got to do something. But, look, I think
it's hard
they're
to do something when there is Democrats everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, if they put mail-in voting everywhere before 2022, we're never going to win any of the Senate votes. We're never going to Senate.
Oh, do we have another election?
Yeah, we have what they call midterms, and so we're going to have a chance to take back the House and the Senate. But the thing is, if they're just cheating, and we never win again, then it is frustrating. We got to try.
Now we need to start cheating.
No, what we need to do is we need to win so big that the cheating doesn't work. We need to overwhelmingly destroy the Democrats in 2022. Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
Just stop doing everything. Let the Biden destroy the country. Not the Biden, whoever is.
The Biden, you're so adorable.
The Biden. Exactly, the Biden.
Yeah. Whatever. The
Hello.
puppets that control
Yeah.
Biden. Well, look, if they destroy the country, I think by 2024, if the country
Bring all illegal immigrants. Take all of the Americans' jobs. Do this.
Yeah, if they
Destroy
destroy the
middle
country
class.
enough that everybody realizes that they've fouled up and we can't win through a proper election, I think there will probably be something like a military coup. I think the military will probably take over the government and install somebody who can appropriately get the country back on track. If it gets bad enough, I think that could happen. I think that's a possibility.
That's what probably should happen, because otherwise, how people is gonna see? How are they gonna open their eyes? No.
This guy Paul Meadow paratrooper writes, "Now we need to start cheating, and now we know for sure how Russia got the way that it is." No, darling, you can't fight cheating with cheating. You can't fight cheating with
You
cheating.
can. You have the big. You have to be bigger. Bring all the Russians here. Ukrainians, Russian. Bring all of them.
You know, Valeria, we don't want to become Russia. We don't want to become Russia. We don't want to have police taking bribes in every city.
You know, all Russians who come here, they do not want to live in Russia. So that's my tell you something.
All Russians want to move here. They don't want to live in Russia. Is that what you said?
Yeah, we don't want to be. This is why majority of Russian people, Slovenian, Ukrainian, Belarusian, whatever, they are for the Biden. Oh my gosh, sorry. Against Biden.
Yeah.
Against.
They don't want this place to turn into Russia. Right, but turning into Russia would only be hastened by cheating on that side. I mean, you can't say, "Oh, let's just cheat once and then after that we won't cheat ever again." I don't believe that works.
Just one time. In 2024.
No. This is why I'm the husband and she's the wife. I lay down the law.
Okay.
Okay. Russia's not so bad. Have you seen their women? Says Frank James. I have seen their women, actually. Every single day, in fact. Let's see here. Not military, militia, says Cads Potter. I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. I actually think that there could be a military coup from within the military, not just a militia coup. A militia coup would be dangerous because you would have the military fighting the militias. And I don't know if that would go well for the militias because the military is a lot bigger, with a lot bigger arsenal. Let's see here. Kiwana Hurt says that they love it when Valeria calls Biden the Biden. I love it too. It's like my favorite thing about the show. Somebody wants the Aston cam. Jesus is God wants the Aston cam.
He's
Frank
sleeping.
James said somebody tried to catfish him. Who tried to catfish you? A Russian? Let's see here. Oh, yeah. I think they mentioned that. He mentioned that in a previous video.
I don't understand. What is it?
Catfishing means that you go on like a dating app or something and you pretend to be somebody you're not. So you pretend to be a hot girl and you're actually like, a fat 50-year-old man. But I'm not so sure that's necessarily. If you got a Russian girl that's doing it, sometimes they just want somebody to. Because some guys are like, oh, I know I was catfished because I'm not that good looking. I know no girl that beautiful would go for me. But actually, sometimes the Russian girls will go for a guy that isn't the best looking guy in the world because he's American and they can get a visa to come over here. That's what happened with us. No, it's not. Valerian's giving it a dirty look.
I wish. Then I wouldn't be stuck here for 5 years without right to leave the country and come back. I'm still fighting for my immigration
Yeah, we're going
stuff.
through the immigration stuff. It's
I
kind of
wish you
nightmare.
could take me from Russia. I would be already a citizen.
Yeah. That's not how it went with us. But yeah, I don't know why our immigration situation is so frustrating. I've always thought that people who have similar. Nick Patnaud says that he got skipped. Oh, he did get skipped. Yeah, well, I was focused on that Frank thing. It wasn't a super chat. You just gave me an at. Let's see here. Would you consider reading books? You and Val would love to hear you two give your take on books like The Redemption of Althalus, by David and Lee Eddings. Okay, so here's the thing about me and books. I don't read a lot of books. I do read some. I mean, I have, what do I have here? Oh, I have like Profiles in Corruption by Peter Schweitzer right here. I have, what else do I have? I mean, I have books all over the place. I have some James Bond books over there. 1984. I got a whole bookshelf full of books. But I'm not really a fast reader when it comes to books. Like just sitting down and like engrossing myself in a book for a couple of hours and getting through it. It literally will take me weeks to read through a book. And I don't really understand why. Because I'm a pretty fast reader, but when it comes to like something in book form, I tend to get distracted very easily. I either start thinking about other things, or if the book's really good, the book inspires thoughts, and it's very hard for me to read a book all the way through. So I read things in snippets. I don't tend to read full books, full novels, or I don't know. It's an issue that I have. I don't know. Maybe it's a learning disability that that hasn't been diagnosed or something. I don't know.
Are we done?
Have you read the Michael Knowles book? It's called something like Reasons to Vote Democrat. I would like you to read that one. Well, thank you, Jeff Beal. I'll check that out, actually. Michael Knowles is a pretty smart guy. Even though I think when I came up with my Brains Behind AOC video, he made a video saying, this is not a big deal. And I was like, yes, it is. But no, I don't have any ill will toward him. He's a very smart guy. Let's see here. The Pork Chop Times writes, I like reading picture books. Picture books are the best because they're little snippets, right? Little captions under the pictures. That's all you got to read. Have they already talked about the Putin-Biden debate challenge? Now, so somebody else mentioned that. Is there some kind of debate challenge? I thought one of them just called the other one a murderer, and the other one said takes one to no one, and then that's it. Okay, so Valeria, if there was a debate between Vladimir Putin and
The Biden?
and the Biden, yeah, who do you think would come out on top?
Putin.
Yeah, Putin would obliterate Biden. There will never be a debate between Putin and Biden. That is ridiculous. And when have you ever heard of two world leaders debating anyway? That's a bizarre concept. Of course, that would never happen. But look, Biden isn't president, guys. Biden is not president. I don't know who's president. I don't know who's running the show, but it's not Biden. Biden is just a figurehead. Biden is the president technically, but he's not the president in practice. He's just some guy who got put in a position of power who can't actually function in that position, and so a bunch of other people are controlling him. Who that is, I'm not sure. I'm still looking into it. I'm doing a bunch of research into that. I've been researching a lot of different people on that front, and I'll come out with a comprehensive report soon, hopefully soon. But I keep getting distracted from it for other projects, but hopefully I'll have some time to get into it. But anyway, I think that's good for our show today. What do you think, darling?
Yeah, that's been 1 hour, 36 minutes.
I know we went a little long today, but it was a fun day. I really appreciate everybody who's watching, and we will see you tomorrow. The last day of the week, Friday.
Friday.
And then the weekend.
That's right.
The much-needed weekend. What's that?
I said that's right.
Okay. All right. You want to say goodbye?
Good night.
Good night, everybody. And we will see you tomorrow. Toxic masculinity.